When it comes to high-energy herding dogs, there are two breeds that rule the roost and the sheep, the Border Collie and the Australian Shepherd. Both are intelligent, fast, and capable of herding anything from livestock to toddlers in a crowded park. But let's be honest, these two have some serious personality differences that make them as different as a quirky, straight-A student and an eccentric artist who only shows up to class when it feels right. So which one is for you? Let's dive in, grab your treats and clickers, it's gonna be a wild ride. Intelligence rocket scientist versus abstract thinker. The Border Collie is the valedictorian of the dog world. This dog probably could do your taxes if it had thumbs. Border Collies live for mental stimulation, which is great, until it's 5 a.m. and your collie is performing calculus equations in your kitchen out of sheer boredom. They'll memorize your schedule, open doors, and might even solve a Rubik's Cube while waiting for their next agility course. The Australian Shepherd, on the other hand, is more of a free spirit. Sure, they're smart, don't let those piercing eyes fool you, but they're more likely to turn your agility course into a modern art piece by rearranging the cones in ways that feel right. They thrive on creativity and spontaneity. If you leave an Aussie alone with a paint set, don't be surprised if they've redecorated your living room walls with their interpretation of your family portrait. Herding style organized chaos versus freelance artistry. Border Collies herd with precision. Think of them as sheep control experts, complete with laser focus and an intensity that could start a small fire. They will circle, crouch, and stare down a flock like they're negotiating a multi-million-dollar business deal. Every step is calculated and every movement has purpose. The sheep, they don't stand a chance. Neither does your cat, your children, or your Roomba for that matter. Now, Australian Shepherds, they're more like jazz musicians of the herding world. They've got the moves, the instinct, but they like to add their own flair. They'll throw in a spin here, a leap there, maybe a little freestyle dance when they're feeling it. Sure, the sheep get rounded up, but there's a lot more artistic expression involved. The sheep might be confused, but hey, it's all about the journey, not the destination, right? Energy level marathon runner versus dance party enthusiast. Ever met someone who never gets tired? Congratulations, you've met a Border Collie. These dogs have so much energy, they might be powered by Red Bull. A simple walk around the block? Laughable. They need miles of running agility courses and at least one sheep to herd before breakfast. In short, owning a Border Collie means you'll either become a marathon runner or an expert in hiring dog walkers. While Australian Shepherds aren't exactly couch potatoes, they're more like that friend who invites you out to a spontaneous dance party at 3 a.m. and somehow still looks fresh the next morning. They love action, but they're more likely to engage in bursts of energy, preferring a combination of hiking, fetching, and showing off their spins in your living room. When they're not moving, they'll be more than happy to snuggle up on the couch, briefly before the next dance break. Appearance black and white classic versus tie-dye explosion. Border Collies typically stick to a classic black and white look, like the tuxedo of the dog world. Occasionally, they'll throw in some other colors, but they prefer to keep it sharp, like they're always ready for a formal dinner party with a side of sheep herding. Australian Shepherds, meanwhile, look like they just came back from an epic Coachella festival. Tie-dye, check. Funky patterns, check. Wild flowing hair that looks like it's never heard of a brush, double check. These dogs are all about the more is more philosophy when it comes to their appearance. Every Aussie seems to be in competition for most original haircut. Personality, overachiever versus cool chill dude. A Border Collie is that overachiever you went to school with who stressed out over getting a 99 instead of 100 on a test. They want to win at life and they take their job, whatever it is, very, very seriously. You'll find them herding shadows, organizing your shoes, and staring at you like, why aren't you working right now? The Aussie? More like your laid-back friend who does just enough to get by and then rewards themselves with a nap. They'll happily help out, but only after they've had a good stretch, a casual tail wag, and maybe a snack. Aussies have this chill vibe, but when they need to get the job done, they bring their A game with style. The verdict. So, which one's the winner in this herding dog showdown? Well, that depends on your lifestyle. If you want a dog that's basically an Olympic athlete with a PhD in sheep wrangling, go for the Border Collie. If you prefer a creative soul who's equally as happy herding or napping on your couch, then the Australian Shepherd is your new best friend. Both dogs will bring energy, intelligence, and a healthy dose of chaos to your life. Just make sure you've got enough room for all the sheep or toddlers, they're bound to start herding.